Entente Cordiale, a pivotal turning point in Franco-British relations. In the early 20th century, Europe was a continent fraught with tensions and rivalries, a complex web of alliances and suspicions that would ultimately lead to the cataclysmic events of World War I. Amidst this tumultuous backdrop, two longtime adversaries, the United Kingdom and France, came together to forge a historic agreement that would reshape the course of European history, the Entente Cordiale. For centuries, France and England had been engaged in a series of conflicts stemming from territorial disputes, religious divides, and power struggles. The 100 Years' War, fought between the 14th and 15th centuries, had left a deep-seated enmity between the two nations. This hostility persisted through subsequent centuries, as both empires expanded their colonial reach and vied for supremacy. By the turn of the 20th century, the two nations found themselves in a different world, one in which colonial expansionism was a key element of national prestige and power. France and the United Kingdom were no strangers to colonial disputes, particularly in North Africa and Southeast Asia. It became clear that diplomacy was the only way to resolve these matters, without the risk of all-out war. In 1903, diplomatic talks began in earnest between the two nations. The primary architects of the Entente Cordiale were French Foreign Minister Théophile Delcasse and British Ambassador to France Paul Cambon. They worked tirelessly to iron out the myriad colonial issues that had previously caused tension and even conflict. The Entente Cordiale consisted of several agreements, with the most notable being the exchange of territories. France recognized the British possession of Egypt, while the UK recognized France's dominance in Morocco. These compromises diffused existing tensions and allowed each nation to focus on its colonial interests without the threat of conflict with the other. The signing of the Entente Cordiale on April 8, 1904, marked a significant turning point in Franco-British relations. While it was not a formal alliance, it paved the way for greater cooperation between the two nations and established a foundation of trust. This trust would prove invaluable in the tumultuous years ahead. During World War I, when France and the UK, along with Russia, formed the Triple Entente to oppose the Central Powers. As World War I erupted in 1914, the Entente Cordiale evolved into a formal alliance, solidifying the bonds between France and the United Kingdom together. They faced the challenges of the Great War, a conflict that would profoundly alter the course of history. The Entente Cordiale serves as a reminder that even long-standing adversaries can find common ground through diplomacy and negotiation. It is a testament to the power of dialogue in preventing conflicts that can have far-reaching and devastating consequences. The legacy of the Entente Cordiale endures as a symbol of the possibility for peace even in the face of historic animosities.